What is going on, you glorious savages? Let's get into it. I'm just going to make this brief. TravisCrutcher.com. You know the drill. Speaking, coaching, that is the jam over there. You can check out more stuff about the podcast. You can be a guest on the podcast, by the way. I don't know if you know that, but yeah, you can do that. There's a whole submission form there where you can throw your hat in the ring to be a guest. I haven't done those in a while, but thinking about bringing it back. Anyway, head to that website, click around, do some stuff, check it out, follow me on the socials. All those links are in the description of this episode. I'm going to now shut up so I can thereby talk some more.
Welcome to Not Sorry with Travis Crutcher, the show where Travis will say some things that might trigger you, offend you, make you laugh, or even motivate you. So, if you're not easily offended, stick around and enjoy. On the other hand, if you are easily offended, listen anyway. Then go tell everyone how triggered you were. Either way, you can be certain of one thing. Travis is not sorry.
All right, here we go. So today we're going to talk about something that's kind of been on my mind a lot lately, and it's because I'm seeing it from a lot of people. And it's something that I've talked about before. I've talked about it here. I've talked about it on the artist formerly known as Tear It Down. I've talked about it in keynotes. I've talked about it in workshops. I think if I talk in my sleep, I probably mention this shit. I talk about it quite a bit, but that is this whole, playing it safe, right? And it's just, I get it, man. I get it. But it is actually, in my opinion, riskier than taking risks in a lot of ways. So let's talk about comfort zones, right? Because everyone's heard the phrase, life begins at the end of your comfort. I've said shit like that. I mean, I say it a little more aggressively, like that comfort is the death of dreams, right? That's where dreams go to die. But how many of us are actually living that? And the truth is, like, I've been over this before, but comfort feels nice, right? It's predictable. It's safe. But here's the kicker. Comfort is also where dreams go to die. When you play it safe, you're essentially betting against your own potential. Now, you might be thinking, but Travis, isn't playing it safe the smart move? Well, not exactly. Let's break it down. When you avoid taking risks, you're not just avoiding failure. You're also avoiding growth. I mean, fuck ups are great teachers. You're missing out on opportunities that could lead to breakthroughs. And in today's world, like, things are moving quick, man. Standing still is the same as moving backwards. Like that moment where you're on the precipice to just go and you pause, people are sprinting past you at light speed because they've got their AI friends to help them along. I'll share a story with you. Like, a while back, I was working with a client who had this great idea for a new product, but he was scared. He was really scared to take the leap. And for all the same reasons that everyone's afraid to do anything, whether it's in business, relationships, you name it. Like, it's scary to do something new. It's scary to go outside your comfort zone, to go outside the norm. And after some serious conversations, he decided to go for it. Now, was it easy? Hell no, man. Not at all. Like, there was a lot of struggle, a lot of iterations, a lot of try and try again. But the payoff was incredible because not only did his product take off, but he also discovered skills and strengths that he didn't know he had. And that's the power of taking calculated risks. And so how do you take risk without being reckless? Well, it's all about taking calculated risks. This is something, look, my former life in the military, that's a risky occupation, man. Like, when you're going to go outside and people might shoot at you and try and kill you, that just to go to work for the day is risky, right? But that doesn't mean you don't do it. It is by nature an uncomfortable thing to go do that. But it doesn't mean you don't do it, but you do it in a way that's calculated, right? So the first thing you do is your homework. You have to understand all the potential outcomes and prepare for them. Now, I'm not saying get stuck in this analysis paralysis here. I'm saying know and understand them and keep moving forward. Secondly, start small, okay? You don't have to jump off a cliff. It's a silly analogy maybe, but some of you will get this. Like, I used to skate when I was growing up, right? I used to skateboard. It is foolhardy to drop in to do that movement for the first time on a half pipe. Bad fucking idea, man, because your body's going to go one way and your board's going to go the other way. And you're like, how do you know that, Travis? Because that's what happened to me, right? I skated street all the time. Buddy of mine built a half pipe in his backyard. I'm like, hell yeah, I'm going to drop in. No, my trucks were too loose and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, right? So you don't start by jumping off the tall thing. You start, like with that particular example, like you start by going through that motion like off a curb, just get used to that motion. So you don't have to jump off the cliff. Sometimes small steps are enough to start the momentum. And the third thing is surround yourself with the right people. Man, I see this so much. Like, if you have new goals, sometimes you need new people. If you want a new life, sometimes you need new people. And that's hard because people go, well, these have been my people for this long. Yeah, and I get it, man. And it's okay to still have love for them, but are you going in the same direction they're going? Is their trajectory the same as what you want yours to be? And if not, then you might need some new people, because those people who are going to push you forward and hold you accountable, those are the ones that you need in your corner when you're going to do something big and outside your comfort zone. And here's the thing, taking risk, it requires a mindset shift. This is not an innate thing for a lot of us, right? You need to embrace uncertainty and see it as opportunity rather than a threat. That's the thing. You've heard it 1,000 times, the fear of the unknown, right? That is the thing that fucking stops people from moving forward. But it's about being bold, right? It's about being brilliant, like I've talked about before. Remember, every successful person you admire has taken risks to get where they are. They didn't achieve greatness by playing it safe, you know? No successful person in human history played it safe to get where they were. And so what's the takeaway here? Okay, I want you to think about one area in your life where you've been playing it safe, okay? Maybe it's your career, your relationship. Maybe it's a personal goal you've got. It could be anything. Anything that you've been doing the bare minimum or saying, I don't want to really lean into that because I'm scared of it. And then identify a small risk you can take to shake things up. Doesn't have to be huge, okay? Doesn't have to be this big, monstrous thing. Just something that pushes you out of your comfort zone and towards growth. That's it. It's just small steps, right? And it's like anything else we do. That the more we do it, the more comfortable we get. And we realize that monster under the bed isn't a monster under the bed anymore, okay? Don't sleep on your potential, all right? Playing it safe might feel comfortable, but it's also the biggest risk you can take. If you want to grow, you need to gamble on yourself sometimes and your potential. So take the step, make the move. Don't be sorry for betting on yourself, all right? That's it. Hope you dug it. Hope you took something away from it, and I will talk to you next time. Later.